be installing these LED fog lights on this Ram 1500. I'm super excited about these, you guys. So if I can get it to show you guys without the reflection, these might be, in my opinion, the best looking fog lights that you can get for these 4th gens with the vertical fog lights. So a lot of guys were asking what kind of fog lights we were going to install on this truck after installing these headlights, which if you guys haven't seen the video for these headlights, I'll link them above. This is going to tie in very nicely. If you'll notice, it has kind of that OLED around the edge of it. So these fog lights actually do have daytime running lights. So I'm going to tie them in with our headlights. And right now we just have LEDs in the standard reflector housing ones. But once we get these ones on here, this is actually this side. So if I show you guys over here, that is going to be the difference between the two. So let's go ahead, get this in here. They're pretty easy to change if you guys have never changed them before. I've got a bunch of videos on it, but they are literally just 3 bolts holding this in. You can crawl underneath, get to the 3 bolts. You don't have to remove anything, and pretty much just swap it in. So there is also one additional wire for the daytime running light. So I'll show you guys that, and I'll grab the other one. So here's the other light as well. And you're gonna see it has this additional wire. You look on the back, you're gonna see it gives you a pigtail in case you have to do the wiring yourself. But this is the standard plug that is on the truck. So there's that, and then you can see this additional wire here for our daytime running lights. So stock factory doesn't have a daytime running light, but we're obviously gonna wire that in with this here. So give us a couple wires. And like I said, you could just technically plug this in if you didn't wanna, mess with the daytime running light. But I think it's gonna look pretty cool with those headlights. So we can plug these in, check them out, and then we'll get to wiring the DRLs. Okay, so here we are underneath. You can see we've got our bolts, 1, 2, and then 3 right here. So we'll remove those bolts, and then you can just disconnect our harness here and move on to the next step. All right, and then once you get the 3 bolts out, then your original fog light just comes out like so. Putting the new one in is straightforward. We're gonna throw this up there and throw our 3 10mm head bolts in. All right, so she's installed. 3 bolts are tight. I still have to hook up the daytime running light wire, but that's how she looks in there. I think it looks really, really good. So I'm really liking the look back there. Like I said, we got the black housing over here, black housing over here. We've got like the LED looking strip on the outside, the OLED thing. We also have an LED surround here. So let's fire these up just the way they are and kind of get a quick look at them in the light. So here's what they look like, you guys. Definitely a really good looking fog light. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks pretty good. And again, on this side, we've just got the LED bulb in the housing there. So just right off the hop, we are projecting quite a bit more light onto this side. You can see kind of what's going on here. Might have to adjust it a little bit, but I don't see a whole lot more on the ground after the fact. Let's go ahead, turn off the lights, and see what we got. Okay, so even though at first glance, this one doesn't look to be doing as much, when you get them out at night in the dark, you can really see the difference. So it's not like we need to be projecting light right here. Like the hood of the truck is so big, you're not even gonna see there. But again, we don't even have the headlights on right now, and you can see just how much light output we're getting from this one versus that one over there. So a lot more usable light as well. And you can see it's got a pretty decent cutoff. It's not shining way up here, so it's gonna be good for that purpose. You can also aim it down too. So you can easily jump in there, reach down, and we can point them down a little bit. Let me try just turning it down a little bit and see if it brings it closer. All right, so right now I'm just tightening the adjuster, and it is effectively bringing the light down, as you can see. So depending on where exactly we want this, I think somewhere around there might be pretty good. So there we go. So we brought the light a lot further. Look, check that out, you guys. That is wild. That is just from one fog light. We were getting that, like you could literally see from that. And again, we don't even have the headlights turned on. And like, look at the difference on the ground here versus that one. So again, both LED. This one's just the LED bulb that we threw in there. I'll also link that video up above if you want to check out just putting LEDs in your fog lights. But tons of good light. And again, it's not like blasting way up here or anything. So let's get the other one in. Let's get the daytime running light function hooked up, because I'm excited to see that and how that's going to match up with these. We'll go from there. All right, and our driver's side one is all in. The bolts are in, and I passed the daytime running light wire up top. All right, so we've got this one installed as well. Now comes for the other part that is optional. I actually have a wire that's running between these two for the daytime running lights. It came with these headlights, so I'm gonna tap into it on each side. They give you just enough wire to get to each one, like each headlight pretty much. Like they only give you like maybe 3 feet of wire. You could, you know, extend the wire and run it up to, you know, some sort of fuse box or however you wanna run them. But like I said, I already have a wire that's actually tucked up under here. And this is a wire that's running to run my daytime running lights that you guys just saw. So I'm gonna tap into those and then we will show you guys the end result. All right, so if anybody's wondering, I will show you where I tapped into. See the red wire here? This is the daytime running lights on the VLAN headlights. So I just put a wire tap in there like that, and now we've got action. All right, you guys, honestly, I think I might be more excited about the daytime running light look on this over how just the actual functionality. Like, look, if I dim this down, you can really see it. Like, look at how good that looks, you guys. It looks so good. Like, that matches so well. We go back to normal brightness, but just to adjust the camera and show you guys, like, I am just geeking over this right now. Like, check out how good that looks. Now, hopefully it's coming out good on the camera, but it looks so good, you guys. Like, check those things out. Too good. I'm so happy with that look. Like, it is just so cool looking. And here's another look for you guys. This is just in pure darkness. Like, it looks so good. I cannot get over how well this all ties in together. Let me know what you guys think down below. This thing looks like a monster. Like, check that out. But as far as like, if I get on the other side of this, like, even just the daytime running lights, like, maybe it doesn't look so. There you go. Like, even just the daytime running lights, it is illuminating quite a bit. But of course, I know you guys want to see the actual fog lights, so let's flick those fog lights on and see what kind of light output we got from them. All right, that is just fog lights, you guys. So we've got a ton of light coming out of these. You can see here. So really, really good light output just from fogs. So you can see here where the two are. Like, I could probably adjust this one down a little bit if we wanted to, which is literally as easy as me reaching under here and just cranking this knob. Like, I can easily lower it like you can see I'm doing there. So it's moving, and maybe a little bit more. But yeah, you can literally just reach under here. You don't have to remove any panels or anything. And probably somewhere around there, I would say it's probably pretty close to even. So there we go, let's check it out. So there we go. It's as easy as that to get them matched up. And yeah, amazing light output. But I don't know, comment down below. Are you guys more excited about the light output of the functionality of the fog lights, or just the fact that they have those LED strips in them for the daytime running lights? And this is the look that we got with the fog lights running. And again, the headlights aren't on. Let me flick the headlights on just for a second, just to show you guys the whole picture. And this is with everything. Headlights, fog lights, the whole shebang. This is just low beams. But yeah, it really modernized the whole front end of this truck, you guys. Like, check out the look of that. I am just super, super happy with how she's turning out. Like, I feel like it gave like a whole new life to this 4th gen front end. But as always, let me know what you guys think down below. Man, I cannot get over that.